Over the past year, Google has released a large number of AI tools, many of which are completely free and built directly into products people already use. I decided to test these tools seriously instead of dismissing them as basic or limited. After comparing them directly with paid AI tools that cost $20 to $50 per month, one thing became clear. 5 of Google's free tools consistently outperformed paid alternatives in speed, quality, and reliability. These tools don't just compete with paid AI, they make many subscriptions unnecessary. In this video, I'll break down the 5 free Google AI tools that truly changed the game. Starting with tool number 1, Gemini Canvas is Google's built-in AI workspace that can take a rough idea or document and turn it into finished content fast. Drafting, editing, and even building small apps. The game-changing part is it can automatically create a complete slide presentation with visuals and bullet points and export it to Google Slides. So it's rivaling Canva Docs, Car presentations, Notion AI, and Microsoft Copilot, but with a faster idea-to-final workflow than the regular Canva most people know. Here's how to use it. Go to Google Gemini. I've dropped the link in the description. Once you're on the screen, click Tools at the bottom and select Canvas. I'm going to upload a business plan I created. Right now, it's all words, no design, and very plain. Then I'll tell Gemini, create a visual presentation from the attached business plan, breaking it into clear slides with simple explanations and supporting visuals, and press enter. Watch this. Gemini analyzes the document, identifies key sections, plans the slide structure, and generates visuals in real time. Now look at the result. This is impressive. Gemini doesn't just copy and paste the text. It restructures everything into clean, well-organized slides, adds relevant visuals, and creates a professional layout that's ready to present. Each section of the document becomes its own slide, and if you want changes, you can simply type instructions and it updates in real time. When you're done, you just export it. This works great for turning reports, proposals, or training documents into presentations. And the best part is that it's all available for free, right inside the Gemini interface. Before we continue, if you are finding value in this video so far, do me a favor and like the video and subscribe. Tool number 2 is Nano Banana Pro, Google's image generation model built directly into the Gemini interface. It's a next-level alternative to tools like Midjourney, DALL-E, and Adobe Firefly because you can generate images right where you're already prompting and refining ideas, without jumping between apps. To use it, start a new Gemini chat. Tap Tools at the bottom and select Create Images. What makes Nano Banana Pro stand out is the quality. It can compete with expensive image tools, but here it's free inside Gemini. I'm going to give it this simple prompt: Underwater Cat Adventure. I'll hit enter, give it a few seconds to process, and here's what we get. Look at the quality. The lighting, the reflections through the water, and even the bubbles make it look polished and professional. Not something you'd immediately guess was AI generated. One thing to note is that Nano Banana Pro is also available inside AI Studio, where you get more advanced controls like temperature settings. But for most people, using it directly inside Gemini is the easiest option. It's perfect for creating thumbnails, illustrations, concept art, social media visuals, or anytime you need high-quality images without waiting on a designer. Tool number 3 is multi-speaker audio generation inside Google AI Studio. This tool makes voiceovers that sound like real people, clean, smooth, and natural, and it can even generate realistic conversations with multiple speakers. The shocking part is it's completely free, yet it outperforms paid voiceover tools like 11 Labs and DubDub. The quality is unmatched. To use it, go to Google AI Studio. The link is in the description, and sign in with your Google account. Once you're in, click Turn Text into Audio with Gemini. This opens a simple workspace where you can instantly turn text into realistic speech, with all the controls right in front of you. On the right side, you'll see a few simple options. At the top, you can choose the model, and right below, that is mode, where you decide whether you want a single speaker or multiple speakers. The multi-speaker option lets you use different voices that can go back and forth in a natural conversation. With this, you can create a full cast of voices in one project. To show how it works, let's say we're creating a podcast. Speaker 1 will be the host, and Speaker 2 will be the guest. I'll set the host as a male voice.
What do you want to explore?
And the guest as a female voice.
What idea do you want to bring to life?
Then, I'll paste in the podcast script with dialogue for both speakers. Before I click Run, I'll add a style instruction and type. Opinionated and engaging. Speaker 1 focuses on limitations. Speaker 2 highlights possibilities. I'll hit Run. AI Studio takes a moment to generate the audio, and just like that, it's ready. Let's take a listen.
Okay, this sounds nice, but let's be real. These tools always promise a lot. Where does it fall short?
Fair question. It won't replace a full developer or designer, but that's not what it's trying to do.
That is really amazing. The voices sound incredibly natural, and the pacing is completely conversational. They actually react to each other, not just read lines separately, so it honestly feels like a real podcast recording. Once you're happy, you can just click the 3 dots, download the file, and it's ready to use. This is a total game changer. Getting studio-quality multi-voice audio for free opens up endless possibilities. Tool number 4 is Opal, Google's no-code builder that lets you create simple apps and automated tools just by typing what you want in plain English. It's a breakthrough alternative to platforms like Zapier, Make, and Bubble because it can generate the workflow for you and show it visually, step by step, so you can see the triggers, actions, and outputs from start to finish. And the best part, it's completely free. You can try it at opal.google, link in the description. Here's how to use it. Once you land on the home page, click Create New. You'll see an interface that might look a little confusing at first, but don't worry. Just go straight to the text box at the bottom to enter your prompt. I'm going to type a simple request. Create a tool where I enter my daily routine, and the AI suggests 10 ways to be more productive. That's it. That's all I'm telling it. I hit submit, and in a moment, Opal builds the structure for your request automatically. Here's how it works. On the left, there's a yellow input node where you enter the topic. In the middle, there's an AI processing node that does the brainstorming. And at the end, the final step displays the results. To test it, I clicked Start and typed in Work from Home. Instantly, it gave me 10 different title ideas right on the screen, all generated automatically. The main difference is that while AI Studio builds apps for the public, Opal focuses on internal workflow apps to streamline your own operations. You can use it for tasks like client onboarding, data collection of analyzing survey results, or feedback forms, but its real power is broader. It lets you build sophisticated internal tools and have AI process data instantly, all without writing any complex code. And finally, tool number 5 is AI Studio Build, and you can use it at aistudio.google.com, link in the description. This is where Google shares its newest, most advanced AI tools, similar to what people use in OpenAI's Playground or on Claude's testing page. It might look a little confusing at first because it's made for developers, but don't worry, it's still easy to use once you see it. To get started, just go to the left sidebar and click Build. A window opens up asking you to describe your idea, and this is the best part. You can explain it in plain English. Gemini then handles all the hard work and writes the code for you automatically. I'm going to type a simple request. Build a clean and easy-to-use database for a logistics company to store client details like name, phone number, departure date, and time, destination, and amount paid. Once I click Build, AI Studio immediately starts planning the structure, writing the code, and building the interface in real time. And just like that, it creates a fully functional logistics database with a clean design and input fields for all the important details. If you want changes, you can simply tell it things like, make the button blue, or add a logo, and it updates instantly. You can use this to build landing pages, client portals, or almost any web app where you'd normally need a developer or a paid tool. And the best part is that this is completely free inside Google AI Studio. So there you have it, 5 completely free Google AI tools that compete with paid alternatives. You can build apps, turn research into videos, generate presentations, create professional images, and produce high-quality audio, all without paying a cent. Want to keep discovering powerful AI tools you can use for free? Hit subscribe so you don't miss out, and check out the video on screen next for even more tips and demos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.